Hello everyone, welcome to this video. In this video, we are going to see how to create an email templates and send emails using those email templates. In the previous video, we have seen how to create and use email notification service in our Oracle Apex applications. If you have not watched that video, please watch that video and you just continue this video. So in this video, we are going to see how to create email templates and how to send the emails. Previously, we seen how to send an email using the built-in type and how to send an email using custom Apex APIs. Now we are going to see how to use email templates. So in the same page which we created previously, we will be creating the email templates and we will just look into the demo. Before that, we need to create email templates. How to create email templates? First, you go to this shared components page. So and you just click on this shared components. Now it will be navigated to the shared components. Under the shared components, you will see here email templates. So this is a place where you will be creating your all your email templates. So you just click on this email templates. Currently there is no email templates available, so you just click on this create email template. If you want to create or copy a email template from another application, you can just click on this copy from another app. So it will open a pop-up where you can specify your application and the things which email template you need to copy. From that it will be created here. Now we are going to create a email template from scratch. So for that, click on this email template. Once it is clicked, so now we will get this page. This is a page where we will be configuring or creating a email template. So this is the email template page. Now we need to give some name. Here I'm going to give some name, like I'm going to name it as like a email template itself. Email template. This is a static identifier. So using this only we will be using or referencing this email template within our Apex APIs. So the subject is I'm going to mention like some subjects. So what we can do is like a email template, and we can give some name or something. So this is the static one. Since this email template, the text we have just entered is static one. Suppose we need some dynamic. For example, the user name I need to mention in a subject, or the registration successful for this user, I need to mention their names dynamically. Then instead of hard coding, I need to achieve that in dynamic. For referencing the dynamic things, we need to create a parameters in the emails. We will say it's a parameters where we will be passing a value to the parameters at the runtime. Then that parameters will be binded here. For using or creating or referencing a parameter, we need to use or enclose with double hash. So this is the syntax for creating a email parameters. So we need to use this double hash syntax to mention our parameters within our email templates. Now I'm going to mention like a user. So this is the parameter. This is one of the parameter we have created now. So at the runtime, we will pass the value to this user parameter, the name of the user or something. So using that, the at the runtime or while sending the email, we will get this as a binded with that current email. And this is the, and below is the like header and footer. We can just configure header and footer if we want a header and footer. And this is the body of the text where we will be writing our email templates. And this is the templates. So here is the HTML template. We can write or we can design our HTML email how it should be with the custom CSS stylings. We can just decide. And this is below is the plain text format. Here we will be giving a plain text or raw HTML, raw plain text without any HTML content or any formatting. So based on the email receiver client, it will send attach this plain text or the HTML formatted text. Now to design our email templates, we can just write our own HTML content from scratch. Otherwise we can just click on this load default HTML. So using this we will get some boilerplates. Using on top of it we can just customize. I'm just going to click on this load HTML. So once it is done, I'm getting some default HTML styled contents like some CSS and other things. I'm just getting some styled one. On top of it I can just customize it, or I can just write up my own templates from scratch also. So now in these things you can just see from this, we are having a table type, and under this we are getting a header. This is I said it's a parameter. It is enclosed in double quotes, double hash. So this is the parameter, header parameter, which we seen in the previous above the top header section, that will be binded at the runtime here. And the below is the body section, this will be binded here. And below is a footer section, so this all the three will be binded in this here. This is the parent template. From this we are just splitting the header, footer and body as a separate sections. Then we are just designing and we are just attaching or merging in a single source. So this is the section. We have just created a sample boilerplate for our email template. Now we need to configure our other body section or other content. For that you just scroll up. Here you will find header and the footer. If you want, you can just give your header and footer. Currently we are not going to use that. I'm going to focus on this body content. This is a area, this is a body area where you can just define your mail body content. So this can be included with HTML text also. You can include your HTML plain text, or you can format some bolding and other formatting options you can apply on this content on this topic. Now I'm going to use like a welcome. Now I'm going to use some parameter for user parameter. Since we used there same thing, I'm going to use like instead of user, I'm going to use the same user parameter. So I'm going to use user. So welcome user, which we have used in the email subject, the same parameter I'm going to use. Welcome user 2, I'm going to make some bold text, so you can use your HTML content. So Tanigi solutions, solutions. So this is the thing we have just created. So we have created a parameters, that is user, that is enclosed in a double hash, that is considered as a parameter. While running that at the runtime, we will pass the value to the parameter, then it will be binded at the runtime. So we are just given some simple welcome text message, where we have just used some HTML formatting text like a bold, and we have used the formatting that parameters, we have included the parameter. Once it is done, you can just click on this create email templates. So now the email template is created. To verify that, you can just click on this email template. Now you will see this user and all the content which we have designed is exist. And if you scroll below, here you can see this is the Apex email thing. So this is the Apex send email procedure. Using this, we can use this procedure to send our emails directly. And using this static id template, static id, using this property, this is the email template is our static id. We need to reference this email template using this static id. So you can just copy and you can just paste it in your application process, and you can just send it on a button click. You can use this parameter, or I use API syntax for sending your email using API syntax. So this is a placeholder. Since I said this user is a parameter we have created, so we need to mention as a placeholder property. We need to use the same syntax to give some value. So now currently we are not going to use this Apex email. We are going to use the default one to send an email with the email templates. Now I'm just saving this. So once our email template is ready, now we need to create our UI buttons to send this email templates. For that, I'm going to navigating to my email notification page, and I'm going to refresh. Since now we have created the email template, that should be refreshed to sync that email templates. Now I'm going to create one more button to send a email template mail. So for that, I'm going to duplicate this button. Right click and click on this duplicate. Now the button will be duplicated. I'm going to mention as like a email template. So this is the thing, and here I'm going to mention email template. So email, using email template, so everything is same. And I'm going to the process. Now we need to configure our process to send our email using the template. For that, we are going to use the same built-in type. So I'm going to duplicate this built-in type, and I'm going to mention it as email template. So now once it is done, I'm going to use the same send email type to send my email using the default built-in. And below that, the same this things email id, this is a temporary email id I'm going to use. The same thing I can use. And under the email template, you can notice that email template, I'm going to click then I will just see a list of email templates which is available. So this is the place where you need to configure your email templates to send the email using this created email notification template. So here I am seeing only one email template. Since we have only one email template has been created, so we are having only one email template. If you have a multiple email templates, then it will list down all the email templates. So whichever email template you want, you can select from that particular email templates. Now I'm going to select this email template. Oh, once it is done, you will see different properties. Here you can see placeholder values. So this is a place where you need to assign a value to your parameters which we have created in while creating a email templates. We have created a parameter called user. Since it is enclosed in double hash, so that is considered as a parameter. That is like at runtime it will get a value. So that is a parameter. So this is a placeholder value. Since only one parameter we have created, it is showing one unassigned placeholder. If you have multiple parameters, then you will be seeing multiple things. To assign a value, click on this. It will open a pop-up where you can just currently we are having only one placeholder user. If you have multiple placeholder, then it will be listed on multiple placeholders will be there, and you can just give your value. So either you can just assign from existing page item, you can assign a existing page item value or any application item value. So what are the things you can assign? Otherwise, if you want to give some static value, then you can just give static. I'm giving a Tanige. This is a static value. I'm just straight away typing. If you want to reference your application item or your page item value, you can just click it here and you can reference it. Currently I'm giving a static value. So once it is done, our email is set, and this is like send immediately is used to send the email service immediately. So everything is same. And below I'm going to change this when button pressed. Since we have taken a copy of that, we need to change this. Now I'm going to say email template. So when the email template button is clicked, then this process will be executed. Now I'm going to run this page. Now you can see I got one more button named email template. So on sending this, this will send a email using that email notifications. So before that, I need to set up this temporary emails. So now I'm going to delete this. So now I got some new temporary email. So this is the email address I'm going to use. So I'm just copying this email address and I'm just going to this, and in the to mail id, you can see in the below section. So this is a place I'm going to replace with this new mail id. Once it is done, now I will just send an email. We will just verify whether we are getting an email. So I'm just going to click on this email template. So I'm getting mail sent successfully. Now the process is executed and the mail is sent. Now I can go and verify here in my temporary email address. So we got email like a email template, this Tanige. So this Tanige is the bind parameter that we have just passed a value from the front end. That is, we are just fixed from the front end. This is binding at the template level. So this is a template subject. So we are just looking the output. Here you can see I'm getting the email template Tanigi. This is the bind variable, and the same thing we are getting here. This is also a bind parameter which we are passing from the front end. So welcome Tanige to Tanige Solutions. So likewise, this is the template. You can see this is some styling as applied. Since we have used a boilerplate HTML content, we are getting some styling. So likewise, you can just design your email templates however you want. Like you can just customize your email template using CSS stylings, and some your content can be customized, and all the things can be done. So using these templates, you can just customize your own way of sending emails. You can add it to your company logos here using image tag. You can reference, so you can add a footer and header things, all the thing customization, whatever things you can just mention, or you can do using this email templates. So this is one way of sending emails using templates. So another way is like sending the emails using Apex APIs. So if you like this video, please subscribe to our Tanige Solution YouTube channel, and put a like to this video. Please share this video to our Apex community. And if you like this videos, then you just suggest our any other topics to be covered in our comment section, so that we will make a dedicated video on the particular topics in the upcoming videos. Thank you.